بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولم ير الإنسان أنا خلقناه من نطفة فإذا هو خصيم مبين وضرب لنا مثلا ونسي خلقه قال من يحيي العظام وهي رميم قل يحييها الذي أنشأها أول مرة وهو بكل خلق عليم الذي جعل لكم من الشجر الأخضر نارا فإذا أنتم منه توقدون أوليس الذي خلق السماوات والأرض بقادر على أن يخلق مثلهم بلى وهو الخلاق العليم إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون فسبحان الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء وإليه ترجعون.
Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all with this Islamic greeting, a global integration greeting, a communal harmony greeting to this unique symposium we are having today. Respected C.B. Abdul Rahman Kutti Sahab, President of the Salafi Learning and Research Center, respected Swami Golokananda from the Sri Ramakrishna Mutt, a knowledgeable personality in Hinduism, respected Father Gio Payapelli, Director Navajyoti's Renewal Center, a person too well-versed in the field of Christianity and Christian principles. Dr. Zakir Naik, President of the Islamic Research Foundation, respected elders, dignitaries, members of the press, and all brothers and sisters present here today. Religion and communal harmony are two very important factors in human affairs and motivations. Down the ages, false religiosity has been known to be at loggerheads with real advancement and truthful reasoning. This needs to be objectively and knowledgeably analyzed. Does the religious wisdom agree totally with modern humanistic understanding to logically cross-examine this in open public, the Salafi Learning and Research Center, Calicut, is holding the symposium today. First, we would have the respected speakers speak one after the another. Before that, let me just explain the concept of today's format. Religion, according to the Oxford Dictionary, means a belief in a superhuman controlling power, a personal god or gods that deserve obedience and worship. Therefore, to understand religion, we must basically understand the concept of God in various religions and their scriptures. The reason why we are holding the symposium today on religion in the right perspective, or to be more specific, concept of God in various religions. We would first have the three respected speakers speak. First would be Swami Golokananda, who would speak on concept of God in Hinduism for 20 minutes. Then we would have Father Gio Payapalli speaking for 20 minutes on concept of God in Christianity. And lastly, we would have Dr. Zakir Naik speak on the concept of God in Islam for 20 minutes. After this, we would have a 15 to 20 minutes break for Salah, for the Muslim brothers who would want to pray. Their arrangements have been made here in this, behind the auditorium. And for our respected guests and the other members of the press who would be present here, they have made arrangements for tea or refreshments so that they would also not feel lost in that 15 minutes. After this, we would have the second session of the symposium called the rebuttal or the understanding session, in which the three speakers, first Swami Golokananda, then Father Payapalli, and then Dr. Zakir Naik, would speak on what the other speakers have spoken today, as well as the correlation of their particular faith with the other two faiths. This they would speak for about 20 to 30 minutes each in the same order. I would then be concluding this session with the concluding remarks, inshallah, and I hope to be a very fair and straight coordinator in this thing. If any of the speakers have got any comments or remarks to make, I am available at your service throughout the session, and we hope we keep this an interesting session for all present here today. As far as the details of the speaker go, I have been called to coordinate this meeting just the last moment, I think, just 5 minutes before I've told, if you coordinate, it may be more balanced. So I have just taken that responsibility recently. Though I don't know the technical details of Swami Golokananda, the way a person speaks in 2-3 sentences, we know this person knows the sense, the logic, and proper emphasis of his religion. That's Swami Golokananda in a 2-line impression. Then Father Payapalli reaches out to people. The way he talks, I could make out in the 2 sentences. He can reach out to people with a simple, straightforward message. He could even speak in the local language of Malayalam, so others could appreciate. But because the format is English, he has been kind enough to give his talk in English itself. I welcome all the speakers on the dais, and we begin right away. I would not like to be in between the speakers and the interested audience here. May I call upon